It's Teacher Summer Talks time, aka your grown-up version of the Scholastic Book Fair. No pencil toppers here, just ideas that work. Let's get into it. Hi there, I'm Heidi.
And I'm Emily.
We are the sisters and educators behind Second Story Window and hosts of the Teacher Approved podcast, where we share research-based and teacher-approved strategies to help make teaching less stressful and a lot more effective.
We are so excited to be hosting the second annual Teacher Summer Talks Summit and to spend this time with you today. Whether you're lounging with a good book or soaking up every bit of summer sunshine, we're here to explore how you can lay a powerful foundation for a strong, intentional start to the school year.
Okay, teachers, assuming that you're not driving or holding a baby, raise your hand if you have ever felt guilty for relaxing in summer because you feel like you should be preparing for back to school.
Oh, my hand's in the air. Now keep your hand up if you've also felt resentful about doing school prep because you know you could be recharging and enjoying your break.
Oh yeah, both hands up there. And that is the summer teacher trap, isn't it? We get caught in this weird push-pull where resting makes us feel bad and working also makes us feel bad, so we cannot win.
I lived like this for years. I'd painstakingly outline those epic color-coded to-do lists full of huge projects like revamp my math block or read all the professional development books and redo every bulletin board. So let's just say my intentions were ambitious, but my body had other plans. I would sleep in, binge a show, eat cereal for lunch. After a few weeks, guilt would creep in, and then I'd throw myself into my projects like I was being paid for it, which of course I was not. And then I'd show up on the first day of school just totally exhausted and depressed because I lost my whole summer.
Does that sound familiar? This is such a common experience for teachers. It's like we've been told we have to choose, either rest or prep, either take care of yourself or get ready for school.
That is not healthy and it's not sustainable. But what if we told you that the problem isn't your lack of willpower or planning skills? What if the problem is that we've been thinking about rest and preparation all wrong?
Today, we want to share a mindset shift that changed our summers. It's the idea that rest is preparation, and we're going to show you exactly how to do both at the same time.
So let's start with something fundamental that we need to get clear on. Recovery is not indulgent. It is necessary. It is a fundamental need.
You are not a machine, and when you push too hard for too long, your body and brain start waving little red flags that might show up as headaches, brain fog, low moods, and that bone-deep exhaustion that caffeine can't fix.
So when summer hits and you find yourself debating whether to do laundry or dishes first, and somehow ending up doing neither, that's fatigue catching up to you. Your brain and body are sending you important signals, and you need to listen. Ignoring recovery is what leads to burnout, and we definitely do not want that.
There's a misconception that recovery and preparation are opposites, but recovery is a form of preparation. It's how we come back stronger. Once you can shift your mindset and accept that recovery is necessary, you can start seeing that some types of preparation can actually be restorative, and some types of recovery can actually move you forward.
Think about it this way. When you're well-rested, energized, and feeling like yourself, don't you make better decisions about your classroom? Don't you plan more creative lessons? Don't you have more focus for the detailed work that good prep requires?
And on the flip side, when you're doing school prep that aligns with what energizes you, maybe organizing because you love systems or creating because you love an artistic project, doesn't that actually restore you instead of drain you?
The teachers who meet August with calm and confidence know the secret. The right kind of preparation can restore your energy, and the right kind of rest can help you move forward. They've stopped seeing rest and prep as opposites and started seeing them as partners.
Let's show you what this looks like practically. Here are 3 restful prep activities you can try this week. The first suggestion is to pair something fun with something less fun. So you can try listening to an audiobook while you organize just one small area of your classroom.
Maybe it's just cleaning out your teaching bag while you're listening to Catherine Center's new romance, which is always an excellent choice. Or maybe it's sorting through last year's materials while listening to a memoir that has nothing to do with education.
The key is pairing something that needs to be done with something that feeds your soul. You're getting necessary prep work done, but you are also giving your brain a story to follow and your non-teacher identity some well-deserved attention.
You can get some extra bang for your buck if you only let yourself listen to this book while you're doing preparation tasks. Pairing what you want to do, like find out who the killer is in that riveting thriller you're listening to, with a task you aren't excited about, like organizing math manipulatives, can be really motivating.
Another low-effort, high-impact way to sneak a little delight into your classroom prep this summer is to stock your joy stash drawer. Tell us about this one, Emily.
Well, this isn't about organizing your teacher desk or labeling every last paperclip, though. If that brings you joy, go for it. This is about creating a secret little corner of your classroom that's just for you. This is an official no work stuff allowed drawer. It's entirely for your own well-being.
Your joy stash is where you keep tiny treasures that lift your spirits on tough teaching days. Think things like a few favorite teas or hot cocoa packets, a cute mug or calming essential oil roller, fancy pens or sticky notes that make you smile and the kids are definitely not allowed to touch, a sweet note from a student that you want to keep forever, a small gratitude journal or a mini book of teacher affirmations. You could put in a favorite lip balm, lotion, or even some roll-on headache stick. And yes, of course, chocolate is always welcome.
And you can even add a little whimsy to this, like putting a little stuffed animal in your drawer that is your desk pet and has a funny name and gives you a little smile every time you open up the drawer. I think that would be a fun way to add a little extra whimsy to your joy drawer.
I have a little figure of little Sebastian from Parks and Rec that I keep just to make me smile. So go for something like that for yourself.
Something like that. That's perfect. You can gather these things little by little over the summer, like a squirrel tucking away acorns. And when the school year starts rolling and inevitably gets loud and hectic, you'll have a small, happy little stash waiting for you. It's not going to fix every teaching hassle, but it will remind you that your well-being matters as much as your students.
Our third restful prep activity is one of my very favorite. Why not try batch prepping with a friend? Some of the most dreaded parts of back-to-school prep aren't actually hard. They're just so boring. Cutting out centerpieces, laminating, labeling notebooks, labeling all the things, stuffing folders. It never ends.
And is all of that necessary? Yeah, probably. Does it sparkle with joy? Not so much. But here's a little summer teacher secret. Almost anything becomes more fun when you do it with a friend.
This is one of the easiest ways to make real progress on your to-do list without sacrificing your summer joy. And it's exactly what it sounds like. Grab a teacher friend, pick a day, and batch some of the mindless prep tasks together. It doesn't even have to be a teacher friend if you've got someone willing to come cut lamination with you.
You could go all in and set the vibe. Turn on a movie in the background, make some smoothies, put snacks out like it's a little party. You can sit on the floor surrounded by supplies and laugh your way through cutting, laminating, and organizing.
One teacher friend and I worked through a ton of tasks while watching the 1995 Pride and Prejudice miniseries. Yes, all 6 hours. You know, Mr. Darcy makes any task better.
I think he has accompanied me on some classroom summer prep as well. And you and I can speak from experience because we used to help each other all the time working in our classrooms. And those are some of my fondest memories. We had a lot of fun. I think that makes a big difference in your prep if you can have some fun with someone while you're doing it.
Oh, absolutely.
And a little bonus tip is to trade tasks. So if you hate cutting, but your friend finds it relaxing, boom, set her up with that. You can take over labeling her crayon boxes and everybody wins.
Batch prepping with a buddy turns a chore into a memory. And honestly, that's kind of prep worth doing.
Now, here's a simple tool you can use to evaluate any summer activity. We are calling it the energy check. Before you do anything school related this summer, ask yourself, will this give me energy or cost me energy?
If it gives you energy, like organizing because you love systems or planning because you are excited about a new unit, then it counts as what we're calling restful prep. Do it when you want to, not because you have to.
If it takes energy away, like doing bulletin boards because you think you should, or attending an optional workshop that actually stresses you out, then you either skip it entirely or save it for when you're feeling energized and strong.
This simple check helps you make decisions all summer long. Should I go to that workshop? Let's do an energy check. Should I redo my classroom theme? Energy check. Should I redo my science units? Energy check.
The goal here isn't to avoid all work, it's to be intentional about choosing activities that restore you while moving you forward. It allows you to start making choices based on what actually serves you instead of what you think you should be doing. And for all those tasks that do take energy away, but you don't get a choice and you have to do it, that's where the previous tip comes in handy. Do something to make it a little bit more fun. Pair it with something that will bring you joy.
What we've shared today is just the beginning of what's possible when you shift your mind around summer rest and prep.
Because there's actually a complete strategy that smart teachers use to balance recovery and readiness all summer long. It's not just about individual activities, it's about designing your entire summer to set you up for the strongest possible start to the school year.
This Friday, Emily and I are hosting a live webinar called The July Secret: How Smart Teachers Use Summer to Start Strong, Not Stressed. We'll be sharing the complete framework that takes this mindset shift that we've talked about today and turns it into a strategic plan for the rest of your summer.
You'll learn the 4 types of recovery that actually prepare you for teaching, how to choose your emotional anchor for the year, and how to filter every summer decision through what will actually serve you.
This isn't about working more or resting more. It's about working smarter so you can rest better and start the year feeling energized instead of exhausted.
The registration link for the webinar is in the description. I can't wait to see you there and share the complete July secret that makes this whole approach possible. You just made serious moves, teacher friend, like mall madness on a Saturday level progress. Now is your chance to win a spot in our Back to School Success course. 3 scholarships up for grabs. Check your email, the show notes, or the Facebook group for the link before June 26th. Time's ticking like a flip phone battery.